Hello everybody, Dark Phoenix Ninja 92 here with my new Let's Play. This, as those of you with the capacity to read can obviously tell, is going to be a Let's Play of Age of Mythology. This is another of those absolutely classic games I played when I was a kid. But this one differs from Lord of the Rings in one very important aspect. I never actually beat this game. No, I never finished it. There were a few levels in it that I just never got around to beating. Back then I was even more indecisive when it comes to being able to finish games and such than I am now. Which is saying something. And for the background, this game is basically, those of you who know the Age of Empires series, this, if I recall correctly, is made by the same person. Well, same company. And I'm rambling already. The game is basically just... It's basically... Well, it's a fictional story, but you'll find out what it is more in detail, but it's a strategy game where you command and build soldiers and buildings and such. Like I said, rather like Age of Empires. And in addition, it also happens to be fairly interesting in that it's based off of Greek, Egyptian, and Norse mythologies. The actual story is modeled around those ideas, and it's a long-ish campaign, I think. As I said, I never finished it, and I don't really remember how long it is. And for those of you in the know about this kind of thing, and I'm not sure if the screen looks any different on this, but you will probably have noticed, this is not the extended edition or whatever it's called, the re-release on Steam. This is, in fact, the original game on the CD. The one where back when you had to have the disc in the tray to be able to play it. That is what I'm going to be playing. And you should know, this is being... the maximum resolution this game will let me go up to is 1024 by 768, I think. Hang on, I'll check. Yeah. 1024 by 768, and I'm playing on a 1920 by 1080 monitor. So, as there was with my Lord of the Rings Return of the King Let's Play, there may be some black bars. Please, don't remind me about them. If you know how to fix them and can suggest a solution, that's great. I welcome any help. But no whining about how it's not in the perfect resolution. That's only going to irritate me. And those of you who have played this game through to completion, as I said, I've never finished it, so don't go spoiling things about the story, even though from what I remember, the story is actually pretty bad. Stereotypes and the lot are par for the course. So we are going to start the main campaign. And I am going to do the learn to play on the tutorial. And we'll be doing it on moderate difficulty. Normally, I wouldn't be doing the tutorial, since I'm actually decent at this game at some of the time. Decent to the point that I know how to play it. But the thing is, the tutorial is actually vaguely connected to the story, from what I remember. And yes, in this game, the main character, because there are actually people in it, the main character is actually from Atlantis, and I don't know the mythology behind that. It's apparently located just off the coast of Morocco and the Iberian Peninsula. I did not know that. In any case, let's get started.
Age of Mythology is a game of heroes and monsters, mighty armies and epic deeds. Lead your culture through the ages, from humble beginnings in a small village to mighty citadels protected by the power of the gods. Tear down the walls of Troy. Battle giants in the frozen wastes near Midgard, and fight armies of Anubites in the shifting sands of Egypt. The gods, as a token of appreciation, may someday reward you with great earth-changing powers in Age of Mythology.
Yes.
Today, your task is a simple one.
Part 1.
The hero Arkantos has sailed to an island far from his home in Atlantis, seeking the Cyclops. The slaying of this mythical beast will bring great glory to Arkantos and his hunters. But before we take on the mythical creature, we must learn how to march.
And I'm going to ignore the tutorial.
Left-click on Arkantos to select. Now right-click near the blue flag to move along the path.
I am going to ignore
If
the
you're ever
tutorial
unsure about what to do next,
mostly.
check the objectives banner. Click the flashing objectives banner to see your current goal. Move your mouse to the top of the
Before I do that, I'm going to alter the sound.
screen to scroll the view in the main game window to the next flag. Well done! Right-click the ground near the next flag to keep moving down the beach. Here come the other Atlantean warriors. Drag a box around Arkantos and the other men. All of the hunters are now selected and will move in a group.
Okay.
Continue down the path. Arkantos and his men have not yet explored this part of the island.
Yeah,
So part of
I
the
know
path
what
is still hidden in
is,
darkness.
lady. Stop whining.
The black area, this is where the beast's trail. Scroll the screen up. Excellent. Continue down the path to the next flag. Notice the diamond-shaped window at the bottom right corner of the screen.
This tutorial is a little tedious,
this
but
is the mini-map.
part of it is
the
kind
mini-map
of
shows you where you are
story,
and also places you haven't explored
yet.
yet.
Through it and let you see it.
Left-clicking on the mini-map will instantly move the view in the main game window.
And I'm going to try and end this early bit as
When you're ready,
fast as I can.
continue down the path. Make sure your units are selected. Then right-click on the Cyclops.
Yeah, and that blue glow is our guy Arkantos' special power. It's something to do with morale, I think. I don't really remember.
Again, the gods bless us.
And we won that mission, which was incredibly easy. Next scenario. And this is basically our encampment.
We have returned.
To properly honor the gods, you must gather 100 food,
like
100
that?
wood, and 100 gold. Then build
That's
a
one
temple.
annoying thing about a
The
lot
displays
of
in the
RTSs.
bottom left corner of the
Characters
screen
tend to
show
state
that
the
you already
obvious
have
an
some
insane
food.
amount of the time.
But if you're going to gather more resources, you'll have to use what food you have to create or train a villager. The flashing structure is a town center. Left-click the town center to select
they're
it.
basically
Now click the
workers.
flashing button to begin training a villager. Training a villager will cost you food. When training a unit, you can check the progress by looking at the flashing icon. Well done! You've trained a villager. To gather resources, left-click on a villager to select him, then right-click on the resource. For example, The flashing goats are a good source of food.
Βούλομαι.
With a villager selected, right-click on one of the goats. The villager will gather food. Well done. The villager will continue to gather food until you tell him to stop,
as you
or
can
he runs
see,
out of goats.
Resources are kind of important in this game.
Look, additional villagers have come to help gather resources.
One annoying part of this
Select
thing,
another villager and put him to work by right-clicking on the flashing farm.
Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε, βρυτόμος.
Now gather wood from trees and gold from gold mines. Select a villager, then right-click the resource.
Πρόσταγμα. Μεταλλεύς.
Yeah, one annoying thing about this game, though, is the fact that there is no way to speed up time. For example, in a lot of other games, like
if you're ever unsure about what to do next,
Supreme
check the
Commander,
objectives
for
banner.
instance,
Click the
games
flashing
like
objectives
that.
banner to see your current goal.
Yeah, games like Supreme Commander and things like that are a lot less tedious for the main reason that those games you're able to speed up time and get through the tedium of gathering resources. This game does not have that. You have to gather the resources.
You have plenty of wood.
Yes, I know that, lady. Yeah, we have to actually sit through the resource gathering and building at normal speed in this game, which is one of the things that makes it annoying.
You have plenty of gold.
I like it though. It's pretty fun, but that's mostly because this is like nostalgia cocaine for me.
You have plenty. Well done. You have the resources to build a temple.
Λέγε,
Select a villager.
Έστω.
Notice the buttons at the bottom left side of the screen. These are the buildings the
Λέγε,
villager can build,
βούλομαι.
such as houses and granaries.
Πρόσταγμα, βούλομαι.
Left-click the temple button, then left-click the main game window to place it.
Alright, and
Λέγε.
I am going to do this now.
Έστω.
We're going to be building a lot of buildings during this campaign.
The villager that built the temple has started to worship, and your favor is increasing. Additional worshippers will make your favor rise more rapidly. Select additional villagers, then right-click the temple.
Already did that.
Your offerings have pleased the gods.
And that is scenario 2 of the tutorial. Uninvited guests. This is where there's actually a link up with the story, and this is going to be the reason why I actually bothered
Look
with the
there!
tutorial.
Pirate ships!
Those might be Kamos's pirates. Quick, back to camp. We'll prepare a welcome they won't soon forget.
And now we'll be getting into the military side of things.
Arkantos and the other hunters are mighty warriors, but you'll need to create a larger army if you're going to defeat the pirates. But first, since you already have a temple, you should advance to the next age. Select the town center. The flashing button allows you to advance to the next age. Click it now. The choice of minor god determines which mythical creatures you can summon and what powers the gods grant you.
I'm seeing...
You can only pick one minor god to follow for each age, so choose carefully.
I'm seeing
Once you have made your choice, left-click the image of one of the gods to begin advancing to the next age.
Damn it, tutorial lady, stop interrupting me. As I was saying, I'm seeing a bit of a contradiction, because I know for a fact that Dionysus and Aphrodite are not minor gods. So, that's total bullshit. And let me see. So you get some benefits and abilities depending on who you pick. I'm going to go with Dionysus. I think I'm saying that right. Don't
Now,
quote me on
to
it.
increase your army of warriors, building an academy will let you train hoplites. Select a villager. The academy is
Πρόσταγμα.
flashing. You have plenty of resources, so select it and place it. You can
Βούλομαι.
send additional villagers to help build the academy by selecting a group and right-clicking the foundation of the academy. But make sure to leave a few gathering resources.
Whatever.
Λέγε, μάλιστα.
You too. And we have advanced to the next age.
The academy is complete.
Excellent.
Now, select it. Click the flashing button to train a hoplite. Clicking multiple times will queue up several hoplites to train one after another. For now, train 4 hoplites to help defend the camp.
Since I feel like going over the top, I'm going to train 10.
You have reached your population limit.
Or not.
In order to increase your population limit, order a villager to
Έτοιμη.
build a house. Select a villager.
Βούλομαι.
The house button is flashing. Select it and place it.
And yeah, that population limit is... it determines how many units you can train, basically. Which is the limiting
Well done.
factor on your army.
Each house will increase your maximum population, but you're limited to 10 houses. To further increase your population limit, you could claim additional
Πρόσεχε.
settlements such as this one. Select a villager.
Okay,
Click the flashing
give me that.
button.
Yeah, you
Most
don't
buildings
really
can
get
be
much
placed
of a
anywhere,
chance
but a town center can
build
only be
town
built on a
centers.
settlement. Place the new town center as if you were placing another building, but instead of a sentry tower would help us spot the pirates when they approach. The flagged location would be an excellent place to build a
Έτοιμη.
sentry tower. Select a
Alrighty.
villager, choose the
Βούλομαι.
sentry tower, and build it near the flag.
Yeah, you can build that for me. And there's another important thing about units that will come up later, which I'm probably going to forget during the campaign and embarrass